What is up, and welcome back to day number 2 of the Star City Games Legacy Open Syracuse and Top 8. Let's get into it. Probably going to be a lot of decks that have Ren and 6 in them in the top 8, I'm guessing. Oh, but we got Teamer Infect against Teamer Delver. Alright, here it is. Teamer Delver, one of the decks playing Ren and 6. Got 8 and 1, round number 10. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's do it. Got Glistener, turn 1. Always a strong turn for Infect, getting the turn 1 Infector. But the Legacy Infect deck is not as explosive as the... I mean, it can win turn 2, like, sure. But it's got a lot of things to smooth out draws, like, you know, Brainstorms, and it's got Wastelands, and it's got more interactive, longer game type cards in there. Whereas the modern version is mainly designed as a glass cannon. It's mainly just like pump spell, like tons of pump spells and hexproof effects, you know, 12 Infectors, including the Ink Moth, which I believe that's what the Legacy deck plays too. It plays the 4 Glistener, 4 Blighted, 4 Ink Moth. But the Legacy one also has like Force of Wills in it, and Daze, and Brainstorm, and Ponder, and it has all these cards that aren't, you know, the pump spells. So typically games go like, you know, our average probably turn 3 or 4 versus like turn 2 or 3 with Modern. I don't know. It feels like, because you're not playing Mutagenic Growth, you're not playing like these hands that can just like pump out 10 damage like on turn 2. I don't know if it even plays Scale Up. I'm kind of curious if the deck plays Scale Up. Like, I would think Scale Up would be a played card, but it's not instant speed, so maybe they're not playing it because it's not instant speed. She's still playing a Become Immense. I still play 1 Become Immense in my Modern Infect. Be interesting to see if she plays more than 1 Become Immense. And here's Ren and 6. Ren and 6 is a beast of a card. He can start pinging off these yeah, see, Daze. It plays Daze, like I said. It's got free counter magic. And then it plays Invigorate, which is the free +4/+4 instant speed pump spell. So it plays 4 Invigorate. I think it plays up 2 Berserk, which is 1 green. It doubles the power of a creature and gives it trample. And then the creature dies at the end of combat. I think it plays 2 Berserk, 4 Invigorate, at least 1 Become Immense. And I think it plays Vines, like 3 Vines of Vastwood, at least. But it doesn't play a whole lot of pump spells. Like, it doesn't play Mutagenic Growth. It doesn't play Might of Old Croja. It doesn't play Blossoming Defense. Alright, so let's go to sideboard. So, the Infect deck is going to bring in probably Force of Will, Blue Elemental Blast, Pyroblast, Submerge, and that's probably it. Like, Surgical's not great. Force of Vigor, not really needed. Veil of Summer is against... I mean, Veil of Summer can... Actually, Veil of Summer might come in, because it makes it so you can't be countered for the turn, basically. So yeah, the 3 Veils are probably coming in too. So yeah, 3 Veils, Force, Blue Elemental, Pyro, Submerge. Submerge is for the green creatures like Tarmogoyf and stuff. And then Delver's going to bring in 1 Force of Negation, 1 Vapor Snag, probably 1... is Submerge good enough? I mean, Submerge can kill Glistener and it can kill Hierarch. Maybe. I think a Braid probably comes in, Pyroblast, Red Elemental Blast, Magmatic Sinkhole, Hydroblast, and Dismember. He wants maximum, like, removal. So all of his removal is going to come in. That can kill an Infector. Just maximum interaction, because basically it's a combo deck. Like, Infect's a combo deck. It's not a creature deck. It's not a, you know, aggro deck. It's a combo deck that uses creatures. Alright. Game number 2. Let's go. We got turn 1 Ponder on the Delver side. Looks like he mulliganed. Oh no, he didn't. I love blue and red in Legacy. Like, blue and red, like, has access to, like, these, you know, Hydroblast, Pyroblast, red, blue Elemental Blast cards, which are just, like, 1 cost, you know, destroy a permanent of the opposite color / counter a spell of the opposite color for 1 mana. So it's just, like, the craziest, like, good card against that color. And it's cool to see, like, you know, counter wars and things with those cards. Alright, turn 1 Hierarch, Pendlehaven into Hierarch. Pendlehaven's a great land. It's taps to produce a forest. It's a legendary land. And you can tap to give +1/+2 to a 1/1 creature. It has to specifically be a 1/1 creature. Like, it can't have any other power or toughness. But very, very strong because all the Infectors are 1/1s. Typically 2 of these are included in every Infect deck, Modern included, because it is Modern playable. Alright, going to play another Hierarch and Inkmoth. It looks like the Delver hand's completely reactive. I saw a Red Elemental Blast in his hand, or a Pyroblast. He must have a bunch of reactive cards. And he's just going to hold back on those so he can't get infected. Submerge. If your opponent controls a forest and you control an Iron, you may play it without its mana cost. Put target creature on top of its owner's library. Card's so good. Just a free put target creature on top of its owner's library again if someone's playing forests. It's so good. And they both can play it on each other, so they both boarded in their 1 Submerge for sure. Card's crazy good against green. I forgot what it did. I thought it was only against green creatures, but it's caveat is they have to have a forest to play it for free. I thought it was if you played it on a green creature it was free. But it's even better than that. You can target any creature with it. It's free if they have a forest, which, I mean, dual lands count as forests if they produce green, so she didn't even bother attacking with the Inkmoth. She just got in there for 2 normal damage with the Hierarch. Apparently she does not have any protection for the Inkmoth, probably. No hexproof effect, no counter magic, is what I'm guessing. Or maybe just like 1 piece of counter magic, doesn't feel confident. Oh yeah, he brought in Ancient Grudge too. Ancient Grudge is good because you can kill Inkmoth with it. So that's a good call. That's a good call. Maximum interaction. I think Ancient Grudge is worth bringing in against Infect. Because it's basically, you can destroy 2 Inkmoths with it for 1 card. Looks like he's got Submerge in hand. Delver, Lightning Bolt, Pyroblast. Yeah, his hand's super reactive. He's probably going to throw Delver down here. Yeah. Pass the turn back. Like, I have to say that the Delver decks in Legacy are my favorite decks. They're really, really cool. They just get access to all the good broken shit Legacy has to offer. They get all the good blue cantrips. They use a bunch of dual lands. They use all the like most powerful cheap creatures. They use Wasteland. You know, they get to use Force of Will and Daze and all the lovely stuff. Unfortunately, the Delver decks are very expensive. They are very, very expensive. Especially if it's Grixis Delver, but apparently everyone's on Teamer now because, you know, of Ren and 6. Obviously. And, Underground Seas, they're like $800. They might have gone down though because people aren't playing Grixis anymore. So actually, Volcanic Island and Tropical Islands probably shot up in price. But I mean, you're looking at like at least $5,000 for like one of these Delver decks. Quite the investment if you want to play this deck. And Ren and 6, I mean, Ren and 6 is like $80, $90. I don't know how much it is now. I'm gonna look it up. Alright, he's gonna wasteland the Pendlehaven. That's interesting. He's like, I got an Ancient Grudge. I don't care about your Ink Moth. Ren 6 is $91 now. Jeez. 90. Let's see what Tropical Islands are. $280. Tropical Islands used to be like $140 or $150. And now they're almost twice that. Now that like Teamer Delver's a deck. That's insane. Let's look what Volcanic Islands have always been expensive, but I'm curious what they are now. $484. Damn, those went up too. Those were like $300, $350, something like that. $485. Let's see how much Underground Seas are now. Okay, they went down. Yeah, they're $530 now. They were at like $800. Yeah, they definitely went down because they're not getting played now as much. Wow, she's just going straight damage. She's like not even going for infect. I don't know why. Oh, she's going to kill Ren and 6. That's why. Yeah, Ren and 6 is just like too powerful. He'll just be able to keep getting his Wasteland back and just killing all of her lands. Alright, and she submerges the Delver. Okay, he's going to bolt it in response to the Invigorate. And she's spell piercing it in response. Okay, and then he's going to submerge in response. Okay, she's got something else too. She's going to Pyroblast. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, you can get these crazy, like, just battles over, like, one thing. Like, they straight up played, what, 1, 2... She's played 3 cards. He's played 2 cards. Just to keep this Ren and 6 alive. This is how powerful Ren and 6 is. Like, alright, well, he loses. That's really good for her. Really good. If he has another Ren and 6, though, it's going to be bad. Okay, he's got Lightning Bolt. Was that Pyroblast? Alright, he's going after her colored lands. He doesn't care about the Ink Moths. Yeah, he's got the Ancient Grudge, so he's like, whatever. I'm just going to kill all your lands that actually produce something. Alright, now she's going to go after his lands. Yeah, he's going to Ancient Grudge one of them. But now she can start attacking for 3. Oh, never mind. He can Ancient Grudge the other one, yeah. She's in a bad spot. Ancient Grudge is very good in this spot. Because she had 2 Ink Moths. It's paying off big time for him. So she's going to swing in with Hierarch. Oh, he's going to Pyroblast the Brainstorm, okay. Cast a Blighted Agent. Get in there for 2. Okay, he's going to Abrade the Blighted Agent. She's going to Invigorate in response. Alright, Lightning Bolt. That's going to do it. Alright, now Infect's in kind of a bad spot. He's got, what, Bolt Dismember in hand? Yeah. I didn't see what he got off Ponder. Probably a Tarmogoyf, I'm guessing. Mm-hmm. Alright, now he's got a threat. He's got a clock. Alright, so he doesn't bother to Ancient Grudge it, flashback, because he knows that she can daze him, and she does in fact have a daze in her hand, so he's gonna do it this turn if she tries to do it again. Swinging in for 2 with the Hierarch again. Alright, he's going to bolt. Okay, here comes a long string of spells, probably. Alright, she's got the Vines of Vastwood. which she kicks, so it's a 5/5 now. Alright, he's going to dismember in response. She's going to force of will it. And then he's going to block. Okay. That was well played, both sides. Pretty much, you know, the perfect way to play that. He was doing it in response to the triggers on the Noble Hierarch, so it was still a 1/1, like while the Hierarch triggers were on the stack. And then it still gave him the option to block, so... Alright, he's got Lightning Bolt and Vapor Snag. I think he's got this. And I believe he still has Ancient Grudge too. He's just gonna Lightning Bolt her face. Yeah. GG. Game number 3. I like this. This is a fun matchup to watch. I mean, I love Infect, but this is a good matchup to watch. All right, what do we got? All right, game number 3. Looks like a mold of 6 on the Delver side. Alright, she's gonna Veil of Summer just to like cycle it. Get another card. Alright, Brainstorm it. It's like 2 Become Immense. Okay, so she plays at least 2 Become Immense. Probably not more than 2, right? Delver did not flip. Alright, she's going to daze that second Delver. She can't have 2 Delvers flip. I mean, she doesn't even have an Infector out yet. That's just too much pressure, and like the Infect deck does not have removal. It might have like a Dismember in it, but that's like the most removal you're gonna see, and it's got the Submerge of course, which isn't like it's kind of a removal, but it's a bounce. But yeah, you're looking at like two, like a Submerge and a Dismember maybe. So she can't let him get ahead on the board a bunch. Alright, well, she apparently doesn't have any Infectors. She kept a no Infector hand, hoping to find one with a Brainstorm and a Veil of Summer. Not a good spot. I know the feeling, sometimes you just don't want to mulligan, but I mean in Modern, like, I don't keep any hand that doesn't have an Infector in it. I mean, you don't get the cantrips that you get in Legacy, obviously, but like I said, I don't play Legacy Infect, but I can see keeping hands that are good hands, 7-card hands, that have 0 Infectors, but they have cantrips in them. But this one not paying off. I just got another Brainstorm. Is that a Hierarch? Alright, she's not even going to play the Hierarch. Alright, Red and 6, definitely. Gonna fight over this big time. Spell Pierce. Alright, she's got Blighted Agent. If she's got a handful of like Hexproof and like Pump, then she's could win this easily. Because Blighted Agent is unblockable. Alright, he's got Senior Lightning Bolt. Just gonna get dazed. It's interesting that he bolted it on the end step. I feel like that was a misplay by him, since he knows that she's playing Daze. Like, he's got pressure on her. There's no reason to, like, run it into a Daze, into a possible Daze. I mean, he's got 3 lands, so, like, he could have easily just done it on his turn. Hanako! What's up, buddy? Alright, he's got another bolt. Blue Elemental Blast. Yeah, we're gonna be getting to the Stranger Things DLC after this, this little commentary. I'm fairly eager to get some Demogorgon play in. And I haven't played him at all, so I'm going to be terrible in the beginning, but that's fine. Alright, we got Tarmogoyf on the table now. And okay, she's attacking and she's become immencing. And a vigor. Oh, she got it. Boom. Boom. That's what I was saying, like, Blighted Agent. If she had pump spells, that was well played. Well played. Finally, it was good that she found the Blighted Agent, because if it were any other, it would not have worked. He's apparently getting patched within a few days because something released broken, his pallet breaking ability. Oh, is that the perk? Or just like him breaking pallets in general? A part of his power. Oh, his leap power? Does his leap power let him break pallets? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Oh, but it doesn't work. Oh, okay. Cool, cool. Alright, we got round number 11. Teamer Delver versus Lands. Okay. 2 prime decks using Ren and 6. Alright, exploration turn 1. Alright, another exploration. Seems good. A brainstorm in response. He definitely doesn't want him to have exploration in play. This is one of the more powerful cards that the Lands has at its disposal. But with exploration and like Life from the Loam, they can just put out 2 lands every turn, which is just pretty insane. Pretty insane. Alright, he's going to gamble for a Life from the Loam. What gamble does is it gets a card and then you randomly discard a card from your hand. And because Life from the Loam has Dredge, it doesn't matter if you discard Dredge, because you can just get it back. So gamble's like the ideal card for a deck like Lands. Alright, he's got Blast Zone, which is the new land that kills all permanents with casting costs equal to the counters on it. Comes out with 1 counter on it. Alright, he's gambling again. Alright, now he's locking down all of his mana. Got rid of one of his lands. Now he's Rashad importing the other land. I don't know what he gambled for there. Probably the port. Or a wasteland. One of those two he probably went for because he knew he was going to attack his land base. Alright, he delves, or he dredges back the life from the loam. Alright, he's going to spell snare it. Doesn't want him getting back their wasteland. He's going to play his Delver. Alright. Yeah, he dredged Punishing Fire, so now he's gonna, and he's got Grove of the Burnwind. So he just got Grove back, Maze of Ith, and Wasteland. So he's pretty much gonna take over this game now. Yeah, he's gonna get Punishing Fire back, because Punishing Fire lets you get it back from the graveyard to your hand if the opponent gains life, and Grove of the Burn Willows forces your opponents to gain life. So it's just like this permanent recursion effect. And now he's got the Maze of Ith for the Tarmogoyf. So there's like nothing that the Delver player can do now. The lands player is firmly in control. Yeah, now he's got 2 Punishing Fires, so... Yeah, he's just gonna wasteland his other land. Soon he's gonna have 0 lands, so he's not gonna. He's probably just gonna scoop here. I would scoop at this point. Yeah, he's gonna scoop him up. There's nothing he can do in that spot. All right, sideboard. We have on the Delver side, Double surgical extraction for sure. This card's like essential. He needs to get rid of, life from the loam, punishing fire. Like those are great targets for surgical extraction. Just the infinite recursion things that lands can do. He probably brings in another force of negation. Maybe a vapor snag for Merit Lage comes in. Crop rotation maybe for actually no, I don't think they have Bajuka Bog. He might have a Bajuka Bog main deck. Maybe that's for crop rotation. Or maybe he'll bring Caracas in too, so he can bounce Merit Lage with Caracas. But yeah, just the surgicals, force of negation, maybe vapor snag and Caracas, crop rotation. And then the lands deck is going to bring in Glacial Chasm, probably a Glacial Chasm. Sphere of Resistance and Thorn of Amethyst to make everything cost more. I don't know if that's the route they go against this Delver deck. I think the lands deck is pretty well equipped against the Delver decks in general. But they don't have to worry too much about sideboard. But probably I would say Glacial Chasm, Trinisphere, Thorn of Amethyst, and Double Sphere Resistance, because they've got like a bunch of one-cost stuff. So I'd say those. We'll see. We'll see how he sideboards. I'm not too familiar with this, how lands sideboards in this matchup, but I feel like lands has a distinct advantage already. So we'll see. We'll see if he does what I think he's going to do. Alright, Mana Bond. I can't remember what this card does. It's like, it's something to do with playing extra lands. Oh, I think you can play any number of lands from your hand, but you have to discard your hand at the end of every turn. I think that's how it's how it's worded. So you can just like the lands deck can just like dump its whole hand out. I want to read Mana Bond. At the beginning of your end step, you may reveal your hand and put all land cards from it onto the battlefield. If you do, discard your hand. Okay. So it's during your discard phase that you get to do it. So he was responding to the Mana Bond. Okay. He force-willed it. Alright, so he kept a one-land hand, and he did not find any more lands. Looks like this is going to be actually over pretty quickly. Well, it's going to be not over, but the lands player is going to be in a position to where he can't lose. Yeah, he found no lands. That sucks. And now he's brainstorm locked. Yeah, he's just gonna scoop him. Yeah, the lands deck is incredibly good against these Delver decks. GG. The Magic Mirror. Legendary artifact. 3 blue, 6 colors. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each instant and sorcery in your graveyard. You have no maximum hand size. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a knowledge counter on the Magic Mirror, then draw a card for each knowledge counter on the Magic Mirror. Crazy. Damn. Damn. This card might be seeing some play in Modern. You got 6 instant and sorcerers in your graveyard. This thing costs 3 blue to play. And you just start drawing insane amount of cards. Although it will deck you at some point, but still, like, seems really powerful. Seems real good. Alright, round number 12. Got 4-color control versus humans. Humans is a thing now in Legacy. I mean, it's great in Modern. Obviously great in Legacy too. Alright, turn 1 Thoughtseize. Oh, no, he's on Death and Taxes. Sick. This is the deck that I play in Legacy. Alright, he's got Rashad and Caracas. He had Thalia, but not anymore. Alright, Stoneforge. Let's see what he's grabbing. Yep, he's getting Batterskull. It's another threat. Alright, he's playing Phyrexian Revoker. Don't know what he's naming. Probably naming like Jace the Mind Sculptor or Ren and 6, something, one of those. Alright, he's gonna force a will this Mother of Ruins. He's going to tap his Underground Sea during his upkeep, but he's going to use it for mana and Brainstorm in response. He's pondering now too. Who's that Plague Engineer? He's going to name Horror. Or Construct? Is it a Horror or a Construct? I think it's a Horror. Alright, he's got Ether Vial on the table now. It's good. does he got? He's got a red and 6 in hand. He can't play it. Doesn't have red mana. Yeah, he's gonna Abrupt Decay that. Oh, and then Wasteland is only white mana. Bummer. Probably naming red and 6 here. Maybe Jace. Probably named red and 6 since now Jace is coming out. He's got both of them in his hand, so didn't really matter. Get in there with those Baleful Strixes. 2 a turn. It's starting to add up. Finally draws a Plains. Plays a Thalia. But it's going to be really unfortunate if he draws a land here. Yeah, if he gets a land here, he's going to play red and 6 and kill Thalia and then kill the Revoker. Okay, looks like none of those are lands, though. So he's probably going to reshuffle, try to get a land here. Because if he gets red on 6 on the board, it's just going to be devastating. He'll kill the Revoker first, and then he'll use Jace and probably bounce the Thalia. I'm guessing. Oh, he's not. Okay. Maybe he's equipping the GT. GT on Thalia is so good. Alright, now he's got protection from red and 6. So now that he's got 2 counters on the GT, he's in a pretty good position. Because even if the control player plays red and 6, he can give the creature +2/+2 whatever he targets with it. So he's in a good spot now. And then Mother of Runes is going to be online during his upkeep. So he's in a pretty good position now to beat this control deck. Alright, he's going to snap push the Thalia. But see, he's going to be able to kill both of those creatures, kill the Jace, and then have the Mother of Runes for protection, so... yeah. Umezawa's Jitte is very, very, very powerful. This is why it's banned in Modern. And especially now that Stoneforge Mystic is unbanned in Modern. But yeah, I don't think Umezawa's GT will ever see Modern play again. It just is too good. There's not enough, like, weight. I don't know. You have, like, Kolaghan's command and stuff, but, like, oh, Prelate comes out. Okay, he's going to name 1. No more cantripping for you. Yeah, he's going to scoop him up. GG. Alright, sideboard. We got... What we got for 4-color control? I think another Plague Engineer for sure is coming in. Card's great. There's a lot of humans in Death and Taxes. So humans very good. Pithing Needle, is that good? Caracas definitely comes in because you can bounce Thalia with it, and Thalia can be really problematic. Actually, I don't know if he's going to bring Caracas. I'd say 50-50 on that one. Because, I mean, Thalia can be very, very good against this style of deck. Leovold? I think Leovold's... Is Leovold good enough? I don't know if Leovold's going to come in. But Plague Engineer... is Force of Negation going to come in? Ancient Grudge. Yeah, he's probably going to bring in Plague Engineer, Ancient Grudge, Pithing Needle... Caracas and Crop Rotation, maybe those 5 cards, and I don't know about Leovold's. And then Death and Taxes is going to bring in some number of Rest in Peace. I don't know, like Rest in Peace is, yeah, run in 6 and Snap. I guess Rest in Peace. I'd put in at least 2. I don't know if 3 is worthwhile, but I'd put in 2. Paths, nah. Either Sworn Canonist, not worth it. Cataclysm. Now that card I do not run in my deck. Pithing Needle is going to come in. Containment Priest, nah. Relic Warder, that's the one that gets artifacts, right? No, I think just like... Oh, actually Council's Judgment. I'd bring in like 2 Council's Judgment too. Like 2 Rest in Peace, Pithing Needle, yeah. Alright, what do we got? Here we go. Game number 2. Turn 1 Ether Vial. That's the play you want. Oh, red and 6. Gross. Card is stupid good. Yeah, because fetch lands... Oh, he's got Ancient Grudge too. Did he just top deck that? Gross. He's just got the perfect hand this game. Like, perfect. I don't think you could have... Like, Ancient Grudge into him having Ether Vial, like, and Ren and 6. Like, that is just... In, like, 3 lands. Like, this is pretty ideal for the 4-color control deck. I can't think of any other cards that would be better than those 5 cards in the opening. Yeah, fetch lands just make Ren and 6 just way too powerful. Like, way too powerful. I mean, fetch lands and Wasteland. Like, I think he's okay in Modern, but in Legacy I think Ren 6 is too good. I think he's just straight up too good. Ooh, Thalia, Heretic Cathar. Okay, he plays the 3-drop Thalia too. That's kind of cool. So she says creatures and non-basic lands come into play tapped. And then he just has Jace on turn 4. Yeah, this one's over. This one's over, like, already. Like, this is how powerful Ren 6 is. He's just insane. Oh, Cataclysm. Okay. I totally forgot what this card does. But you go down to one of everything, right? Each player chooses from among the permanents they control an artifact, creature, enchantment, and a land, then sacrifices the rest. Oh, it kills all planeswalkers too. That's so good. Awesome. That's awesome. Okay, I guess that's because of like all the new planeswalkers. I like it. I like it. Kills all planeswalkers. Very cool. I thought he was just dead to rights. Good old Cataclysm. Gross. Alright, he's gonna force a will this. Probably a good idea. Looks like he's got, what, Abrupt Decay, Baleful Strix. Oh, he feels bad having to use a Baleful Strix. Oh, Mirror Crusader. Let's go. Disgusting. Okay, he can't remove that. It's protection from... Oh, he's got another Force of Will. He's like, nope, can't let that hit the board. That would be like GG. That makes it so none of his removal works against Mirror Crusader. Mirror Crusader is protection from black and green. That's everything in his deck, basically. He could, like, Jace bounce him. That's it. Can't Fatal Push, can't Abrupt Decay. Dude, now he's got Thalia. This is looking real good for the Death and Taxes player. Looking real good. Dude, Cataclysm. Let's go. Let's freaking go, Cataclysm. That's my new favorite card. I'm freaking gonna put that into my Death and Taxes deck. That's sick. Spicy. Wow, third Mother of Runes. Gross. Yeah, I don't think the control player's got anything now. Alright, I drew a land. Can he do anything with it? Not with Thalia out. Thalia is so dirty. I love Thalia. She is near and dear to my heart. Yeah, there's nothing he can do. The only thing he could do at that point is have a board wipe, and that 4-color control deck doesn't play board wipes, so it's definitely weak against like Death and Taxes type decks. For show. For show. For show. For show. I love playing against like Delver / control decks with Death and Taxes. Those are like your best matchups, basically. Like, the decks you don't want to play against are, like, lands. Like, lands is a terrible matchup for Death and Taxes. Storm is a terrible matchup. Elves is a terrible matchup. And, like, Reanimator is a terrible matchup. Any of the, like, hyper-fast combo decks are bad. And, like, you know, it's pretty much the combo decks. Because Elves is technically a combo deck, too. And then lands... Lands is just lands. The Circle of Loyalty. Okay, I guess there's going to be a legendary artifact for each color. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each knight you control. Creatures you control get +1/+1. Whenever you cast a legendary spell, create a 2/2 white knight creature token with vigilance. 4 and tap, create a 2/2 white knight token. Wow. The Circle of Loyalty. The Nightmaker 3000. The Nightmaker 3000, yo. I feel like this one's... I don't know. We're losing the History of Benalia, so this card's not going to be... If History of Benalia were still around, damn. I believe we're losing History of Benalia, right? When Standard rotates. Yeah, it's Dominaria. Yeah, we're losing Dominaria. M14. Ixalan and Rivals of Ixalan. Yeah, those 4 are going out. So, yeah, no more. The Abyss. Alright, what do we got? Mono Red Prison versus Golgari Depths. Okay. Then we got, what, turn 1 Diamond into turn 1 Blood Moon? Okay. Gotta love those turn 1 Blood Moons. But at least he's got a Diamond and a Basic now, so... Pretty fortunate. He can still play stuff. If he didn't have that crop rotation, it would have been pretty bad news. I mean, he still would have had the Diamond, but yeah. Is this a Rabble Master? It is a Rabble Master. Fiery Confluence, gonna kill his artifact, do what, 4 damage to his face? Choose 3, yeah. Scooping him up. Dude, Fire Confluence is so good. That card's awesome. I love that card. GG's. What we got for sideboard here? Prison's going to bring in Sulfur Elemental is the one that gives -1/-1 to all white creatures, right? I believe. So double Abrade's gonna come in to get rid of artifacts like Diamond. And he can kill, you know, Hex Mage with it, and there's various other creatures Golgari Depths plays with. The Reclamator, or Reclaimer, Elvish Reclaimer. Spyglass. I think Spyglass is probably going to come in too, actually. Maybe Ensnaring Bridge. Could bring in those 5. Because Sorcerer Spyglass can stop, you know, Hex Mage or Thespian Stage from making a Merit Lage, and then Ensnaring Bridge can protect you from Merit Lage, of course. So these 5 are probably going to come in. And then Depth is going to bring in Force of Vigor to get rid of artifacts and enchantments, obviously. Assassin's Trophy for the same reason. Hymn to Torak? I don't know. This seems like a bad matchup for Golgari Depths, to say the least. Maybe Liliana the Last Hope. That's a win condition. Maybe that comes in. Yeah, beyond those 3, maybe Plague Engineer. You could say Goblin, so the tokens can't ever, like, amass. Yeah, 2 Plague Engineer, Liliana, Assassin's Trophy, at least. He might bring some, like, 1 or 2 other cards in, but I think those are the safe bet. Alright, turn 1 Thoughtseize. That's kind of bad. He mulled the 6 and pretty much only has Blood Moon as action. The rest of it's mana. Alright, hardcast Simian Spirit Guide. Let's go. He's gonna Wasteland the Ghost or Ancient Tomb. Why didn't he attack for 2? I guess he could have blocked and gotten a fetch land. GG. Merit Lage makes quick work. Alright. This is turn 1 Rabble Master. Okay. Petal and Tomb. Seems good. I'm gonna take Ensnaring Bridge, obviously. I mean, he's like super deep in the tank. Yeah, I mean, why would you take Fiery Confluence? I mean, okay, he's only got 1 mana, apparently. Oh, double Rabble Master. Okay. Well, this is going to be short. 3 short games. Yeah, Ross, I don't think you're getting out of this one, buddy. Dude, Rabble Master turn 1 into Rabble Master turn 2. That's just like insane. You're just like, damn. You have to have removal. Like, removal's the only thing. Oh, he had an Abrupt Decay, but it didn't matter. He was gonna do 8 damage anyways. Wow, gross. Well, there's that Selesnya Depths deck again. Dreadhorde Arcanist, let's go. I think Delver deck's gonna win here. Oh, he ultimated Ren in 6. Nice. Retrace that Lightning Bolt. Let's go. Fervent Champion. Okay. 1 mana for First Strike Haste. Dude, he's got a lightsaber. Look at this shit. Whenever Fervent Champion attacks another target attacking knight you control gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Equip abilities you activate. The target Fervent Champion costs 3 less to activate. Wow. 2018 World Champion Javier Dominguez. What? That's Javier Dominguez with the trophy? The fucking lightsaber trophy? What? I thought they stopped doing these. Are they going to start doing these again? That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. I think that's fair. Every year the World Champion gets to be on a card. I mean, I feel sorry for the other World Champions, like the previous, like, you know, 20 of them that didn't get to do this, because they only did this for those special tournaments before. I can't remember what they were. The, like, I can't remember what championship you had to win to get your... They only did it, like, 4 times. Snapcaster Mage Bob, Dark Confidant, Shadow Mage Infiltrator was Johnny Magic, and then oh, they did it like 5 times. There was that guy, that older player from Sweden, got on one, and then Kai Buddha's on one too. I can't remember the card he's on. I think there's like 5 of them. Oh no, there's 6 of them. What's his name has one too? Meddling Mage. Are there any more than that? There might be like 7. I don't remember. I think there's at least 6 of them. But yeah, they stopped doing that, and like apparently they're doing it again. I think it's awesome. I think it's hilarious. Like, and this card actually says it on there. That's cool. Who it is. It's pretty cool. Dominguez. This is a pretty strong creature. 3 less to equip. That might see some craziness. There might be some craziness with that. All right, round number 14. Bomberman versus 4-color Loam. Alright, looks like we got a mole to 5. Chalice on 0. Get wrecked. Dude, Chalice of the Void's so good in Legacy. It's much better in Legacy than it is in Modern. Just like Blood Moon's much better. Like the prison cards are better in Legacy. Ren and 6. There he is. Curious to see how many Ren and 6 decks are going to be in the top 8. Like I said before, it's probably going to be a lot. This deck actually seems this Bomberman deck with the Mentors in it seems pretty good against Loam. Loam doesn't have like ways to like deal with a lot of creatures. Like it's got no board wipes. It's got no. I don't think it plays Plague Engineer. Probably sideboard it does, but I mean I guess it has Punishing Fire, so I guess it's a way to get rid of multiple things. I didn't see what else was in his hand. Alright, I got the Ren and 6 off the table, but the real problem is going to be that Chalice on 0, because like half his deck is 0-cost artifacts, or at least like 16 cards. And he can't do the combo. He can't do the Salvager combo when the Chalice is in play. Lily. I'll go to Wasteland. Yeah, Punishing Fire. Yeah, this is over. I'd be scooping if I were the Bomberman, but... yeah, he's going to put him down to 1 land. Swinging for 16. Schwack. 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 Schwacky. Ooh, that's a beautiful Caracas. Beautiful. Box topper. Lovely. GG. Take a look at that sideboard, A. Bomberman's going to bring in what? Disenchant? Yeah, I need those disenchants. Can't be having no Chalice on 0. Double Swords? Yeah, I think those are going to come in too. Dude, Sky Sovereign console flagship? Yes, that's awesome. Okay, so he's playing Karn, so none of these are going to come in. Just the 2 disenchants, 2 swords, probably. Ensnaring Bridge? Is that actually good? I don't think Ensnaring. He might grab it with a Karn, but I don't think putting extra ones in the deck is worthwhile. Just the disenchantments and the plowshares, I think. And 4-color Loam is going to bring in Thalias. Yeah, 3 Thalias definitely coming in. 3 Ley Lines also coming in. That'll shut down the combo. 2 Plague Engineer, yeah, probably bring those in too. Assassin's Trophy, Bajuka Bog. Crop Rotation. Yeah, I could see him bringing like 10, 11 cards in for sure. The swords too, maybe like 12 cards. He could bring in a lot. He's got a lot that's good against this deck. Alright, here we go. Game 2. Got turn 1 Ballista. Do we got turn 1 Ren and 6? Oh, gross. He does have turn 1 run 6. Dude, this Jonathan Orr, man, he's fucking power player. Speedy Gonzalez up in here. I like it. I like it. I respect that. I respect the swift play. Yeah, he must know this deck in and out. Front to back, side to side. Played it for years. Yeah, like... This card's already a 3 for 1 for 2 mana. It's disgusting. Okay, so he has Containment Priest. Okay. I don't know why he brought in Containment Priest. I guess it stops Green Sun Zenith. But that's kind of a weird reason to bring it in. Since most of the time they're going to be playing Green Sun Zenith on turn 1 if they have it. And you're not going to be able to play Containment Priest in response. I guess it's a flash creature. Surprise factor, kill some planeswalkers. Okay. Oh, Lily. Gross. Alright, he kills his Ancient Tomb. Was that Abrupt Decay? Oh, the beta disenchant. I respect that. I respect the hell out of that. Fuck yeah, bro. Dude, this guy's got Guru lands and betas. I like it. Oh, he draws the second one. Rude. How lucky is that? Gross. Yeah, he's got Dark Confidant and Lily out with 7 counters on it. Yeah. Bomber man, sorry, buddy. Didn't have much of a chance in this matchup, apparently. Ooh, he drew Karn. Can Karn do anything? I mean, he just ultimates Lily here, right? And just says you can either keep Karn or your lands. I think it's Karn, either Karn or all lands, right? Or it's Karn and a Cavern, or yeah, it's either that or Karn or all lands. I mean, he's gonna keep the Karn, I think. I mean, like, he goes and gets Ensnaring Bridge. Oh, Ensnaring Bridge costs 3, right? Wait, why didn't he go get Ensnaring Bridge? What? Oh, he must have an Abrupt Decay in his hand, yeah. I don't think there's anything the Bomberman can do at this point. I mean, he's just drawing way too many cards. Still has Lily out. Yeah, he has to get Tormod's Crypt because that thing's that Knight of the Reliquary is gigantic. There's like 10 lands in his graveyard. Walking Ballista snipes the Confidant. At least he gets to kill the Confidant, right? After it drew him like 5 cards. This is painful. Bomberman's like, I'm not going to concede. I'm not going to do it. I'm pulling a reduke here. Never say concede, never surrender. Never give up, never surrender. Ooh, beta Swords of Plowshares too. Nice. Yeah, those are beta Japanese Swords of Plowshares. Oh wait, no, those are just the. Are those just the 4th edition Swords of Plowshares for Japanese? I think beta was only printed in English. Yeah, those are just the 4th edition ones. All right, GG. He drew that out way longer than it needed to be, but it's fine. He wanted his time in the camera. Ooh, elves. 11-2 elves. Ah, that's a bad matchup for Death and Taxes. Yeah. Real bad. He's probably going to 2-0 him. Oh no, Death and Taxes got game 2. Nice. Yeah. Elves won, though. Poor D&T. Gadwick the Wizened. Dude, Gadwick. Dude, 3 blue and X, human wizard, legendary. When the Wizened enters play battlefield, draw X cards. Whenever you cast a blue spell, tap target non-permanent and opponent controls. Sweet. I like it. So you can just play him for 3 as a 3/3. And then each mana you spend beyond that, you draw a card. That's kind of cool. I kind of like it. Probably just a standard card. Probably not going to see play anywhere else. But still cool. I like it. Alright, what do we got? Round 15 in the Heezy. Farchizi. Ooh, is it Delver versus Teamer Delver? Nice. So Izzet's like a more streamlined, like Bernie kind of Delver. So he's gonna try to just face him. Just kind of face him. Bolt the face. Attack face. Bolt face. Oh, sick. But Teamer Delver says, I got Delver flip turn 2. Vapor Snag. Let's go. Dude, the double Delver. Gross. No flip. It was the longest unflipping of my life. Dude, that was fucking... What's the name of that card? It counters a triggered ability. He countered the trigger ability of his Flooded Strand. Boom. You get no land. Yes. Why can't I think of the name of that card? It's not foil. It's, help me out, chat. What's the name of that card? Totally blanking on it. People don't play that card a lot anymore. That's why I don't remember. I guess, is it Delver still playing a little bit? Oof, Ren and 6. Is he gonna fight over this one? Yes, he is. Dude, no one wants Ren and 6 to hit the board. The card is seriously good. It's gotten countered every single time I've seen. He shows him the Young Pyromancer. Oh, Dreadhorde Arcanist. Gross. This card's gonna run away with the game too. Well, I guess he's only got Preordained, but depending on what's in his hand. He's got a Lightning Bolt in hand. Stifle, that's the card. Stifle. You've been stifled. Ooh, True Name. Oh, True Name lands. That's going to be a problem. I don't think the Temur Delver has any main deck way to get rid of True Name Nemesis. I don't even know if they have a sideboard way to get rid of it. Oh, Plague Engine. No, they don't play black. Yeah, I don't know if they do. I think True Name is unkillable. Spell Snare. Alright, he's racing him. He's like, I don't care if you use your Dreadhorde Arcanist, I'm going to kill you in 3 turns. And I know you can't kill my True Name Nemesis, so... Yeah, he needs to throw out a Goyf here, like really bad. He needs to be able to bring some damage. Oh, double true name. Gross. Oh, feels bad. Feels bad. Oh, that true name. Oh, that dirty little true name, Nemesis. So gross. Alright, sideboard. We got Teamer Delver is going to bring in what? Pyroblast, Red Elemental Blast, for sure. Hydroblast, Magmatic Sinkhole. Sure. Force of Negation. Sure. That's probably it. Maybe a Vapor Snag? I don't know. And then Izzet Delver is going to bring in 2 Pyroblast, 2 Force of Negation. Bedlam Reveler, is that coming in? Maybe. Pithing Needle? Yeah. That's going to come in too. That's for Ren and 6. And Jace. So yeah, 2 Pyro, 2 Force. Vapor Snag, Pithing Needle? Maybe Bedlam Reveler? I don't know. Alright, game 2. Let us go. Let us go. Dude, that Delver's beat to shit. That must be the first Delver he ever owned. Oh, Ren and 6. Gross. Alright, he's got to bolt this thing. Hope it doesn't get countered. Ren and 6 is stupidly powerful. Oh, he has no red mana. Screwed. So screwed. Yeah, Ren and 6 is just going to win this game right here. Alright, he's gonna force will the Tarmogoyf. Yeah, this is over. Red and 6 is gonna ultimate. Finds another wasteland.
Settle down. Hey!
Can I get ultimate Ren and 6 now? Yeah, grabbing a mountain here. Doesn't want his lands to be killable by wasteland. He's discarding cards. He has too many cards in his hand. Yeah, I don't know why he's still playing this game. He has no way to kill True Name Nemesis. There's no way he's gonna kill him before he dies to True Name Nemesis. It's just not gonna happen. Alright, GG. I probably would have scooped so long ago in that game. Like, there's... Alright, here we go. Okay, yeah, he did bring in Bedlam Reveler. Assuming he's not playing 2 main and 2 side or something like that. Double True Name. Points to you. You. I choose you to have protection from everything. Alright, he Spell Pierces Red Elemental Blast. The Bedlam Reveler. Yeah, he needs to draw like double bolt. If the Delver has a chance of winning, he needs to draw like double bolt. He can't race this otherwise. And then that's like 3 bolts. He can attack with the Dreadhorde Arcanist. To win on his next turn. Alright, he's got a true nemesis of his own. Got him. He had to do 2 damage to himself. That took him from 11 to 9. That was actually very, very important. If he somehow could have stayed at 10, he might have won that game. It's like Mentor made short work of prison. Ooh. Iron Crag feat. Add 7 red mana to your mana pool. You can cast only 1 more spell this turn. Yes. What the heck? Dude, this card's super powerful. What the heck? Dude, add 7 mana? That's gross, dude. This is super gross. Alright, what do we got in the top 8? You playing the One Punch Man card game? Alright. Alright, what do we got in the top 8? 4-color control, Nyalome. 4-color Loam, Hogak, Jeskai Mentor, Izzet Delver, Elves, Storm. Cool. I like Storm. I like the fact there's a Storm and Elves. Hogak. That must just be Dredge with Hogak, right? Or maybe it's just Hogak. Maybe it's just the Hogak deck. Dude, Hogak's insane, dude. Like, that doesn't surprise me that it's good in, I should give it a try. Nah, I'm not gonna play any other card games, man. I got too much invested in Magic. I used to play Hearthstone, but Hearthstone's just not that great. I mean, I've played dozens and dozens and dozens of card games over the years. Okay, so how many of these have Ren and 6? 1, 2, 3. Only 3 in the top 8 have Ren and 6. That's actually very surprising to me. Okay. Ooh, people want to see Hogak versus Loam. I don't know why people want to see Hogak, because it was hugely in Modern for like 3 months. And I've seen way too many Hogak decks. Alright, Chalice on 1. Alright, he just discards Vengevine. Okay, he must have a bunch of 1-drops in his hand. Turns out Chalice of the Void on 1 is pretty good against Hogak. Alright, Scavenging Ooze. Also good against Hogak. This might have been the worst matchup for Hogak to play in the quarterfinals. It just might be. Alright, he eats out the Vengevine. I'm not even sure Hogak can do anything at this point. And Dark Confidant, yeah. Yeah, he's gonna scoop him up. That was an easy win. Sideboard. Well, 3 Leyline of the Void. Those are coming in. 2 Swords to Plowshares. Yeah, I can see those coming in too. Bajuka Bog and Crop Rotation. Yeah, those are coming in too. Yep. Is Thalia good enough? I don't know. He might bring in a Thalia or 2. And then Hogak's going to bring in probably 4 Leylines of his own. 3 Force of Vigor. 2 Assassins Trophy. And maybe Cabal Therapy Duress? Yeah, I like that. Alright, game number 2. The downside about what? The One Punch Man game? Alright, so he's got Leyline pre-game. Pretty good. Then we got Gravecrawler turn 1 for Hogak. Well, it's more than just perfect play and luck. Like, it's, you know, sideboarding's a huge thing. What deck you're choosing to play in the meta is a huge thing. And no one plays perfectly Pampero. It's impossible to play perfect Magic, so the game's like far too complicated to play perfectly every time. So no one's ever gonna play perfect. Just so you know. I mean, you can play close to perfect, but you're never gonna play perfectly. But I mean, there's an element of luck in every card game, so that's just the way it is. If you want a game with no luck, then go play chess. I mean, if you want a game that's 100% skill based, yeah, there's always a perfect play, but no person on earth is gonna pick the perfect play every time. It's just there's not. You can't think that fast. Like, I mean, you can, you know, get close to the you can play close to perfectly in a game, right? But you're never gonna absolutely play perfectly. Yeah, but you gotta understand how many factors there are, man. You gotta understand, like... Alright, so he brought Plague Engineer in. And there's he got Hedron Crab, but this is just... Yeah, this is just a beating. Like, the lone player is just getting all the goods. And he's just, like, hard casting creatures, Hogak is. I mean, it depends on what you're looking for in a game, Pampero. If you want a game that's pure skill, then go play chess. Chess is 100% skill-based. I mean, you play... There are very few games out there that are 100% skill-based. Is there a Magic Champion best player? Well... Most people think that John Finkel is the best Magic player of all time, and he is very, very good. So, I tend to agree. He's one of the best. I don't know if he's the best, but he's like top 3 for sure. He has more Pro Tour top 8s than anyone. He's got like 17 Pro Tour top 8s and like 5 wins or something, or 5 or 6 wins. He also stopped playing Magic for like years, and then he came back and like won a Pro Tour. So like he's really, really good. Yeah, I consider myself pretty good. I mean, I'm not like a, you know, I don't grind to like get, you know, to get on the Pro Tour. I don't grind enough to get on the Pro Tour. I think I could make the Pro Tour if I actually like really, really tried hard to do it. But I mean, you got to play constantly. Like, you got to play all the time. You got to go to every PTQ. You got to go to every Grand Prix that you can. You got to, you know, and actually playing online is a big way to get there too. You know, playing Moto, playing the Moxes on Moto, gets you invites to Pro Tours. But I don't do any of that. Like, I've only played in like 5 or 6 GPs, and I mean, I've played in like a good number of PPTQs, and I've played in a couple PTQs, but yeah, you got to play in like a lot of tournaments in order to get on the Pro Tour, and I just don't grind that hard to do it. I think I could if I did, though. I mean, I do really well Yeah, this looks like it's just a beating. I mean, he hasn't even gotten the Leyland off the board. That was just two brutal games. Two brutal games. 4-color Loam. Crushing the dreams of Hogak. I can't say I feel bad, though, because Hogak is a degenerate deck that, at least in Modern, it was. It's obviously not as degenerate in Legacy, but... Oh, is this a time walk match? Do I have a favorite card? One of my favorite cards is whoa. Looks like it froze. Jizam Jin is one of my favorite cards. It's a 5/5 black creature from Arabian Nights, which is one of a really old set. It was actually the very first expansion set for Magic. And it's basically just a 5/5 black creature for two black, 2 colorless mana, and it deals a damage to you during your upkeep. And like for that time, it was like one of the best creatures in the game. Alright, dude, Is It Delver, dude? Makes it to the semis. Hell yeah. Is It Delver's a sweet deck. I don't play Hearthstone anymore. I think Hearthstone is just kind of basic and not very complicated. It's not very fun to me. I got bored of it. Alright, so we got 4-color Loam versus Storm. Is It Delver versus 4-color Control. Nice. Nice. Oh, Elves got knocked out. That's kind of shitty. But that's fine. Yeah, Storm beat Elves. It's just the faster combo deck. So yeah, that seems like a bad matchup for Elves. Alright, let's see how it can do against Storm. I think Storm is favored in this matchup. Gwent. Yeah, I've heard of Gwent. That's the, what's it called? The, what's the game it's based off of? The Witcher, right? Alright, looks like Loam is mulliganing. He probably needs, like, a Chalice in his hand to be competitive in this matchup. So he's probably... Okay, well, he mulliganed down so he had a first turn Sylvan Library play. I guess he can hope to draw a Chalice of the Void. Because I don't know what he really has against this deck. I think Chalice is his only card that really keeps him in this game. Oh, you're saying the Homecoming update ruined the game? That's a bummer. Yeah, card games have to be very careful. Like, if they release broken cards, they need to, like, you know, do bannings. They gotta ban stuff. Or, like, if it's an online card game, they can just, like, change the card and, like, you know, make it not as good or whatever. But yeah, there has to be, like, a system in place to, like, deal with balance in the game. You can't just, like, make cards and just, like, let them be there for, like, months and months and months without having people monitor, like, how they affect the game. And a lot of times card games will fail because of that, because they don't have good people that balance the game. I think that's a big thing. And also, like, if they reprint cards, when cards get reprinted, they make the original printings lose value. So like the element of like collecting and like, you know, having valuable cards as well as like part of collectible card games. It's the collectible in the card game, you know. So I know games that have died because they've reprinted cards that were worth money and like made the old cards not worth money anymore. So people were like, why the fuck am I going to keep buying your cards when they're not worth anything? It's kind of like what the baseball card market did in the 90s. They just like printed shitloads of cards, made all the cards not worth anything. And then the whole market just like crashed. There's only like one baseball card company now. Like all the other ones went out of business. Because people don't just want to keep buying crap. You're buying cardboard, basically. So, unless it's got, like, some kind of value. Alright, is he going off? Oh my god, is Storm going off? Turn 2. Gross. This deck's so gross. I mean, he's even got Chalice on 1. Is Chalice on 1 even what you want to do? I mean, all that does is get rid of Dark Ritual. I think Chalice on 0 is even better. Isn't it? I don't know. You got Lotus Petal, Lion's Eye, Diamond. I guess it's only 8 cards. But how many 1-cost cards do you have? I think it's just Dark Ritual, isn't it? Oh, is he going to get, ad nauseum, yeah. So ad nauseum lets you keep drawing cards, but you lose life equal to the casting cost of the card for each card that you draw. So he could kill himself here, or he could win. The chances of him winning are pretty high, though. So he takes 0 off that, takes 1 off that, takes 0, take 0, take 2. So he's taking 3, take 0, take 1, take 1, take 1, take 0. He needs his payoff card. I mean, he has it, doesn't he? Yeah, he's got it. He can Infernal Tutor. Lion's Eye, Lotus, Infernal Tutor. Go get Tendrils. Win. Yeah, he's got this game. Turn 2 victory right here. Wait, what happened? He's ending his turn? Huh? Man, I don't understand how he didn't win. I'm confused. Oh, he has Past in Flames. Okay. Yeah, why didn't he Tendrils the turn before? Like, I don't understand. He had enough mana to. Alright. Sideboard, he's going to want anything that affects graveyard or hand. So Thalia, 3 Thalias are going to come in, 3 ley lines. Bojuka Bog, crop rotation, yeah. That's all he's got. And then Storm's going to bring in two Echoing Truth. Probably 1 Empty the Warrants. 2 Chain of Vapor. Sure. Abrupt Decay can't kill Leyline, so... Alright, here we go. Dark Confidant turn 1. Jerky. Feels bad playing against Storm when you don't have counter magic. Like if he doesn't draw a ley line, it's like what can he do? Like, or ley line or chalice, he like has to have one of them. And even with chalice, he lost. But he should have put it on 0. That was a mistake putting it on 1. I think if you're gonna put chalice out, it needs to be either on 0 or 2, because 2 shuts off Infernal Tutor and Cabal Ritual, and then 0 shuts off, you know, 4 Lion's Eye Diamonds, 4 Petals. Yeah, 2 shuts down the bounce spells too. Yeah, Echoing Truth. Yeah. And then if you're playing white, if you're playing like Death and Taxes or a deck that plays Sanctum Prelate, all you have to do is name 4. If you name 4 with Sanctum Prelate, they can't win, because all their win conditions cost 4. Tendrils. Yeah, bounce spells aren't a main deck. That's true. But if you name 4 with Sanctum Prelate, they just can't win. They can't play Tendrils, they can't play Empty the Warrens, and they don't have any other spells that are win conditions. Oh, TES or Ant? Or what's the TES version? Oh, Grape. There's actually a version that plays Grape Shot. I mean, I know the modern Storm plays Grape Shot, but it's a one-of in board. Oh, okay. I mean, it's a lot harder for them to win with Grape Shot because you have to cast like 20 spells or like 18 spells instead of like 10 with Tendrils. 9 or 10. Oh, it can? Okay. Yeah, I guess with Burning Wish, it makes it easier. But this guy's playing Burning Wish and he's not playing Grape Shot. He's just playing Empty in the side. Alright, well, he has to storm off right now or he's going to lose. Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking Past in Flames. Sorry, I misspoke. Not Burning Wish, Past in Flames. Yeah, you're right. But didn't Storm used to not play Past in Flames? I feel like the original, or like the older version of Storm in Legacy didn't play Past in Flames. What's PIF? Oh, it's played Past in Flames since it was printed? Really? I guess so. I guess it's just too good to not play, right? But it only plays like a one-of, right? In the deck. And like they always end up searching for it. If it's not already in the graveyard. Oh, he's got the double chalice on 1 and 0. Ah, but he has the Hercules recall. Bummer. Yeah, he should put it. He should have put it on 2. I guess he couldn't. He only had 3 mana. TES doesn't play it, and it can still get 20 spell casts for Grape Shot. Oh, the deep ad nauseum. Okay. Or does it play like Phyrexian Unlife? Or does it play the card, what, Angel's Grace? Oh, just a low Super C. Okay, CMT. Oh, he's scooping. He's scooping to the 1 Chalice on 1 and 0. Boom. He totally Hurkyl's recalled. Why did he? I don't know why he forced Hurkyl's recall right there. Like, why did he Hurkyl's recall if he had like not very much pressure? He was only taking 4 damage a turn. Like, he could have just wait to Hurkyl's recall when he knew he could like storm off, right? I feel like that was a little premature for him Hurkyl's recalling there. That seems kind of like he misplayed a little. He got a little excited there. He wasn't really getting pressured that hard. And like the Loam deck doesn't pressure very hard until it gets out like a Knight of the Reliquary, but he didn't have that. I really don't know how the Loam deck won that game. Alright, game number 3. Storm's on the play. Mold to 6. Oh, he's got Leyline this time. That's pretty good against Storm. Oh, he molded 6 too. Okay. Dude, Veil of Summer is so fucking good. I love that card. Card is so dope. I got 2 of them in my Infect deck sideboard for Modern. Like, how good is it when they're like turn 1 Thoughtseize and you're like Veil of Summer? You're like counter the card, draw a card. You just like 2 for 1 mana. So good. Yeah, it's so good against a lot of decks. Pretty much any deck that plays black, it's good against. And like blue, most of the time it's good against too. Alright, Confidant. Gotta reload those cards. Okay, so he lines eye diamonds in response to the ad nauseum. Dumps his hand. I was gonna drop some cards. Takes 6, 8 damage, 9 damage, 10 damage, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. What was that? Yeah, he's got it, doesn't he? Duress. Yeah, he's got a bunch of one-cost spells. Yeah, he also, yeah, he gets lucky. Yeah, he misplayed in game 1 too. Do you remember game 1? Game 1, he passed his turn after ad nauseum. All he had to do was play the 2 Lion's Eye Diamond, the petal, and then tutor for the tendrils and win that turn. He like waited till the next turn and like won with tendrils. Like, I don't know what he was doing. I think he was maybe nervous or misplayed or something. I don't know. But I think in game 1 he could have won a turn sooner after he had nauseum. Alright, so Storm's in the finals. Let's go. Finale. Ooh, it's 4-color control versus Storm. Okay. I'm gonna hit the restroom real quick. Oh, shit. Alright, here we go. The battle of Renin 6 versus not Renin 6. Let's see who comes out on top. Looks like Control goes first. He was seed number 1. Is this Renin 6? Feels like Renin 6. Nope, Baleful Strix. The unsung hero of Legacy. No, he's not unsung. Baleful Strix is fucking powerful as hell. Card's so good. Is that a promo preordain? What set is that out of? Anyone know what set that's out of? Is that a commander set? I'm not familiar with that picture. I haven't seen that picture before. Yes, get in there, Baleful Strix. 19 more turns of that. Alright, he's like, I need a faster clock. I'm playing against Storm. And all he's got in his hand is a Force of Will. Yeah. Which is going to get taken out of his hand by Duress right here. Well, his hand is loaded. Loaded full of hand destruction and other goodies. Does not look like he's going to have a hard time winning this one. Well, he's got 2 Force of Wills, okay. Alright, Kolaghan's command makes him discard a card, does 2 to his face. We're just gonna let him, you know, ad nauseum for less. 1 less card to use. Alright, he's going for it. No resistance, no counter magic. Yeah, I think he's just got it here, doesn't he? He only has to cast 9 spells. That's 3 of them. Or is he going to snap Kolaghan's here? Oh, wrecked. The snap Kolaghan's wrecked his face. Yeah, this Storm player is making a lot of mistakes, it would appear. Although not being punished by them that hard, I guess. But that was pretty punishing right there. Yeah, what he should have done is Thought Seized. He got rid of the Thought Seize, though. He didn't need all those diamonds. He only needed 1 of the diamonds. Yeah, he should have kept Thought Seize and Duress. Okay, sideboard. Alright, Control's going to bring in 2 Surgical. 1 Force of Negation. 1 Pithing Needle. 1 Veil of Summer. And Ancient Grudge? I guess he can bring in Ancient Grudge. Then Storm's going to bring in 2 Veil of Summer. 2 Flusterstorm. Xantid Swarm, and maybe Empty the Warrens. I feel like a lot of 1/1s is pretty good against 4-color control. Alright. Reality twist. I'm kind of surprised Storm lost that game. I mean, I think he misplayed, but yeah. If he had kept the Thoughtseize in his hand and not the Lion's Eye Diamond, he totally would have won that. And he had a Brainstorm too, so he could have done it easily. I guess he just didn't realize Snap Kolagon was a thing. Alright, not a lot happening. Storm is just building up its hand. Got Leovold on board. Leovold is so broken. Why did that card get made? Seriously. It was in a fucking commander set and then it immediately... Or a conspiracy. Yeah, conspiracy is a commander set, isn't it? I mean, you can use conspiracy in... I guess conspiracy is like a weird group game, weird set. I don't know if it's specifically for commander. I'm not sure. But that card is stupid. It got like banned immediately from commander. It's like that was what it was like for. And it's like totally busted in Legacy too. Yeah, and he's got Ren and 6 now. He's just going to kill his lands. Yeah, this looks pretty over already. Like, Ren and 6 is like disgustingly stupid how good it is with Wasteland. Like, I can definitely see Ren and 6 getting banned in Legacy, like 100%. Like, it's just, it's too good. It's like another Deathrite Shaman, basically. Like, it's gonna be in any deck that plays red and green, like 100%. You're gonna put 4 of them in there, 3 or 4 of them. Like, the card's just too good. Yeah, he brought Abrupt Decays in. Like, why did he bring in Abrupt Decays against this deck? Because Leovold, I guess? Oh, and then he surgical the Lion's Eye Diamond. Gross. Gets two of them out of his hand. Wow. Feels bad. Yeah, there's like no way the Storm player is winning this game. Like zero. Actually zero. He does. He has zero of the mana required to cast Abrupt Decay. Yeah, he's never gonna. I mean, unless he's got a basic swamp in there, he's got to fetch basic swamp and then fetch Bayou, Abrupt Decay the Leovold, and then somehow win. Still, like, not gonna happen. Yeah, went through Force of Negation and other stuff. Alright, there's some stupid judge thing going on. I don't give a shit. Alright, he found a fetch land. Yeah, and he's got Veil of Summer. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, dude, just gross. This is painful. Okay. That's it, everyone. 4-color control, 2-O's Storm. In a quite easy fashion, it would appear. That brings us to the end. Ren 6 has won the day, as we had predicted. Ren 6 seems a little bit too good. A little bit too good in Legacy, I think. I think it's like the next Deathrite Shaman. I think it's a little bit too good. Now, I don't know how long it's going to last, but I feel like that card's going to get banned at some point within the next 3 to 6 months. 100% that card's going to get banned. I will bet on it. I'll bet good money on that. All right, right here on video. Boom. You heard it here. So when it happens, you can all be like, yes, Nostradamus, you have made correct predictions. But anyway, this video is going to go up on my YouTube channel. You can watch it in HD there, Lock_Daddy. It's going to be on my Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/Lock_Daddy. Follow me on Twitter, which is at Lock_Daddy1 for updates on streaming and whatever else. And yeah, we'll catch you next time. Boom.